leaders are more interested in keeping power than in doing something with it. I'm running for governor to change that.
And with those words, State Senator Sonia Chang-Diaz became the third Democrat to join the race for governor of Massachusetts. Chang-Diaz was elected Massachusetts' first Latina state senator back in 2008.
And when you take a good look at politics these days, more of the faces you see are women. Tonight, WBZ political analyst John Keller looks at what's driving more women to run for higher office.
First, it was Danielle Allen, a Harvard professor who once won a MacArthur Genius Grant. Now, respected Senator Sonia Chang-Diaz makes two women running for governor, with Attorney General Maura Healey warming up in the background. And with 4 of the 6 Boston mayoral candidates being female office holders, it seems the era of gender equality in local politics has finally arrived, right?
Voters don't assume women are qualified. Men can just release their resume and voters take it for granted.
That's one conclusion of a new study of voter attitudes that finds the double standard that helped sink Hillary Clinton is still very much in play.
They still have to maintain a level of femininity so that they can be likable. If they come off as too tough, they'll alienate voters.
So political newcomer Allen, the study suggests, will have to prove her competence in a way that another novice named Deval Patrick did not when he ran. And even a veteran legislator like Chang-Diaz must do the same.
Voters aren't going to assume that she did a good job. She's going to have to show, not tell, her accomplishments.
And Hunter says the women running for mayor must avoid getting too rough with each other as the race heats up, because the research shows women pay a higher price than men for going negative.
If she's essentially going to be CEO of Boston or CEO of Massachusetts, voters need to be that much more convinced that she's up to the job.
Why?
Because a lot of voters still have a stubborn imagination barrier, we call it, when it comes to seeing women in executive office.
Wow, this survey is amazing, John. It really, do you think it exposes standards for female candidates that are either unfair or just too difficult to meet?
How about all of the above, David?
Yeah.
I mean, the study found that while voters value likability, okay, they're more willing to vote for a man they don't like than they are for a woman. And of course, the classic example has to be Trump versus Clinton in 2016. Back then, the final Gallup poll showed Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump were the 2 least liked nominees of all time, but his unfavorable rating was 9 points higher than hers at the end. Of course, we know how that one came out. So whether or not you want to call this a double standard or just outright sexism, consider one other finding from the Lee Foundation study. A majority said gender in a governor doesn't matter to them, but a large majority said they thought it might matter to friends and neighbors. Not me, those other people over there, they're the ones.
Yeah, it's the old asking for a friend type of thing, right? John Keller, thank you so much. We appreciate your insight, as always. Thank you.